Hello there guys, thank you for watching this episode of Star Wars Comics. Are you enjoying these comic issues, or maybe you want me to cover others? Leave any thoughts and wishes down below in the comments. Your feedback is very much appreciated. And continuing from yesterday's video, Vader had to deal with 3 Jedi who were encouraging people of Vaklan to rebel. By now he already killed 2 of them. The last one was tortured so badly by Vader that he told Vader everything he wanted to know, mostly about the last remaining Jedi on the planet, Cho'na Bene. Darth Vader basically force-choked the heart of the reptilian Jedi who refused to give Vader information at first, and what's worse, he was teasing Vader, mocking him that he couldn't catch Bene. You see, before Vader went on to interrogate the Jedi, he went on a mission to try and locate Bene. However, the Jedi Knight had set a trap for Vader and his squad, tempting the Sith to follow him in the caverns in order to practically get him lost as the caverns stretched for kilometers. Meanwhile, on the planet, Major Namada was tasked to cleanse Vaklan from any Jedi memorabilia and presence on the planet. She started with the destruction of the Jedi statues located on the city of Vaklan Zenith. With more plans to come, she and her enforcers were ready. This was all done so that the planet and its citizens would relinquish their connection to the Jedi Order. In any case, now Vader knew exactly where to head in order to find the hidden Jedi Cho'na Bene. Prior to his death, the reptilian Jedi told Vader that Bene was hiding in the caverns beneath the Temple of the Imperfect Repose, a temple that the natives had built as a tribute to the Jedi Order. Vader went there with 2 other clone troopers, spending 3 days until reaching the actual destination, entering a dark and mysterious cavern. It seemed modern and ancient all in the same. The clones were creeped out themselves. Lurking in the dark, blue piercing eyes can be seen. They were Cho'na Nobiles. They jumped and killed a clone trooper instantly, but Vader managed to handle one of them. As he was holding it off, he ignited his lightsaber, cutting through the stomach of the beast and immediately throwing his lightsaber towards the second beast, which impaled and killed him right then and there. An old man suddenly appeared. According to him, it was all peaceful until this dark warrior came. He asked Vader to leave this place at once. The Sith was fed up. He approached the man, grabbed him by the face, and demanded to know where Bene is hiding. The man stood silent. After releasing him, Vader was done. He ordered bombardment on the temple. He wanted to see it pummeled to the ground. If Bene is hiding here, then let him be buried in it. The aftermath was disastrous. In the rubble, the Cho'na corpse could be seen, as well as the old man protesting Vader's presence. Out of the rubble came Cho'na. Watching what Vader did broke his spirit just a little. Suddenly, a familiar voice is heard. Vader was waiting for him. Not to be outdone, the confident Jedi called Vader a dark dog of the Sith, a very insulting response to a very arrogant Sith. They both locked on to one another. The duel had finally begun. As they were fighting, Bene proceeded to mock Vader's efforts of trying to erase the Jedi history. To Vader's dismissal, he pushed him through the Force, claiming that some legends are best forgotten, as Bene quickly retreated and remained hidden from the Sith. Vader slowly searched through the caverns and eventually came upon Bene, who reminded Vader about the dangers of the acetal gas, very flammable, implying that any semblance of a lightsaber ignition would result in their deaths. As Vader went after him, the Jedi suddenly grabbed him from behind, both struggling as Vader was putting up a fight, who despite all this punched Bene straight in the face and proceeded to crush him to the ground, placing the hilt of his lightsaber right on his cheek, ready for ignition, to finish him off once and for all. Of course, he wasn't about to do that since he couldn't ignite a lightsaber in these dangerous conditions. Vader stood up, told Bene that the bombings had sealed off any exits he previously used. With his mind and body frail, it would be a triumph if he could escape without succumbing to toxins, as the Sith took his lightsabers and walked away from the cocky Jedi, leaving him to die slowly. Later on, we see that Bene had actually been lucky enough to survive the caverns, but now he was desperate. With no means of living of any sorts, he was begging the locals to help him out out, but the Empire was waiting for him. As soon as he got a clear shot, a trooper killed Bene with one single blast and pretended that the Jedi was hassling the civilians. This trooper was in fact a disguised Major Namada. Most of the civilians already knew that the person who was just shot was Jedi Knight Cho'na Bene, but they would never admit it. This was a plan devised by Darth Vader also that the Jedi would be humiliated before the people, so that they could look back on the Jedi as an embarrassment. With that, his job was done. He was commended by Palpatine himself. However, Vader wasn't nearly done. The hunt would continue all throughout the years for one specific Jedi mostly, his former master, Obi-Wan Kenobi. That is all for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, leave a like and a comment down below. Show your appreciation for the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by, and if you have any suggestions of your own, be sure to leave them down below in the comments. Hope you have a great day, guys, and may the Force be with you always.